Hello, welcome to another episode of Tipsy Gossip. I am Mixx, and we're here with Marcy Diamond.
Hello.
And Kinshok. I forgot to put the scroll on. There we go. I knew I was missing something. How are you ladies doing tonight?
Good. Doing good.
Kinshok.
Looking forward to my tacos.
What's her name?
Shut up. Although that might be a legitimate question some days.
I'm gonna leave it. Hey, get down how you get down. And I want to thank everybody for watching. If you are watching, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Make sure you give us a like. If you're watching us on the Twitter, make sure you pump that screen and get those likes going on that screen. If you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you leave a comment. If you have any questions or anything of that nature, just let us know. And if just be a part of the conversation. Don't just sit there and watch, comment, and talk to us. We're people. We're live.
Yeah.
We all here. We're having a good drink and having a good time.
You know what I want to start with is your viral video. How many views does it have now?
The viral video is at 20K views.
Holy cow! Can we see it?
Oh, of course I'll play it.
Cool.
I wasn't expecting to play. Hold on, give me 1 second to pull it up.
When
Talk
you
amongst
showed
yourself.
it to me the other day, I was like, "Holy cow!" It's really cool. I didn't expect it to be. It's like a compilation. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. I was like, dang. Some of them was really bad. I was like, wow.
Yeah, the one with the dog freaked me out. It's weird. Like, It's weird. People, it's okay if they get hurt, but dogs, that freaks me out.
Yeah, because they don't usually run to trouble.
Right.
But he just thought that was like an upright stick. That was his day, and
Yep. Something for him to go fuck with. A stick. That's funny. I didn't think of it like that. That's what he was thinking.
I'm having a hard time finding my video.
Uh-oh. I'm sure it's still there.
No, they haven't banned me all the way yet.
Oh.
All right, here's a glance at the viral video.
Oh, Lord.
That's Chief Keef almost blew up his house.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't know that was his house. Holy cow.
And the weird thing about this video, I was just sitting and just like, I seen like a couple of videos like this. I said, let me make a video of all these let me make a video of all these fireworks going wrong. Just do it together real quick and put it out there. Cha-cha.
Yep. Poor thing.
But yeah, you get these people who buy these expensive fireworks and don't know how to use them. They put them on the street like it's like it's a regular firecracker. No, you need to put it in some, with safety around it. Make sure.
They don't make sure that it's level. They don't understand that they're directional. So if it's even leaning slightly, it can go off kilter and lose its balance and shoot out.
Now look at this guy. You can't tell me he wasn't burnt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They made me take that video out, the one that just skipped over.
Really?
Copyright, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Like they got the kids out there watching this fireworks exploding in their face.
Wow.
And that mushroom cloud was crazy right there.
Holy cow.
Like, why would you do this in your garage? I don't understand this one.
Yeah, that was really stupid. But
This
what
is the
they
worst
also... Nah, yeah. This is.
Because you can see they got all the fireworks stashed over here by the car like some idiots, and it just all it takes.
That's crazy.
But what they don't realize is these fireworks,
That's really
especially the
loud.
ones that are in a container, like if they're in a box like that, if they fall over, they're directional. So whatever shoots out, whichever direction it shoots out, it's going to push it in another direction and possibly turn it. So then it's going to shoot in another direction. So you don't know what it's going to shoot at, what it's going to hit, where it's going to go, because it can keep changing direction. And some of those things have up to 100 shots in them.
Good Lord.
So that could go on for quite a bit of time.
Wow. There's a guy that put it on his head. He was drinking too much. I don't know if you heard about it.
Yeah.
It shot off and he died.
You shouldn't be drunk and doing them. Robert Gregory gives the waves. He says, "Hey, Marcy and y'all." Okay, hey. I'll be y'all. Hey. What's up, Robert? How you doing today? One quick thing before we really get started. James Caan passed today. He was 82. He was a great actor. But my favorite scene of his is this. I gotta play this. It's a tribute from the program. If you played football in the 90s, this was your movie to watch. This is my favorite football movies. Let's play this real quick.
Yeah. He did a ton of movies.
And this one, real quick one. You hurt or you injured. It's a classic line. One of the greatest football movies of all time.
What was it called?
The Program.
Oh.
If you play football in the 90s, you know about The Program. They got scenes that was banned because some kids were trying to copy it and they got killed trying to do the same thing from the movie. It's one of the greatest football movies ever. Oh, so RIP to James Caan, good actor. Hope he was a good guy for real. So I'm gonna say that quick.
That's cool. That's nice of you. Give him a little shout out.
So where do you want to start?
Pick it.
Let's start with some comedy.
Yeah.
Ray J, Brandy's brother, got a tattoo for his sister. And here's the tattoo.
And all that writing on her face.
Oh. Yes.
Did he write that or they put that?
That was all. That's all the tattoo.
Wow.
Best friends forever. He got her with the red eyes like she high. Like she looks smoking crack. I won't say weed. I like smoking crack.
I wonder why he did that.
Maybe he was smoking crack. How did you go into a tattoo artist and ask for that?
Tattoo artists don't, back in the day, a tattoo artist was like, you know what? I don't think you should get that tattoo. That's not a good idea. It's not gonna it's not gonna look right. But nowadays they don't care. They do anything. You can go to tattoo artists like put "I'm stupid" on my forehead, and they would do it. They don't stop people from getting tattoos anymore. There was a time where they will stop you like, that's not a good idea. No, they don't do that no more. It's a new day.
Where did he put that thing?
It says on his leg, I think it said.
Oh my God.
So he can cover it, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty much covered, but
that's amazing.
Like, how would you feel if somebody like, yo, I got a tattoo of you, of your face? Like, oh, real for real? Let me see it. And it's something like this. Well, how would you feel? Like, and what is this right? What is this on her lip and chin? Is those supposed to be? What is that?
That's what I was wondering.
It looks like the tattoos that they do in Africa. There's a tribe that tattoos that way. But I can't say for certain that that's what that's supposed to be. And I know there are native tribes that do that, but I can't say for certain that's what he was going for because the rest of this is...
Well, that's very interesting.
It's what? What do you?
Very interesting. That's all I can give it. The red eyes look good. That's about all. The red eyes, he did amazing.
If he had just left it with the red eyes and kept her face, that'd be a dope tattoo. Like, y'all got high Brandy on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But yeah. From Ray with love. Like,
oh Lord.
I don't have any brothers and sisters, so I don't know what it's like to have a sibling that you would feel this way about.
Me either.
So, but even my best friend, I can remember we met when I was 8 years old, and to this day I can still call her parents in California, Compton, California.
Compton? Okay.
Yeah. So, and I love her with all my heart. Never in a million years would I put this.
Yeah.
I love my children, and I wouldn't know. This is worse than tattooing somebody's name on you.
But you know what you know what it is though? When you have money and you can just get stuff done right away, you don't really think it through. If I was if I was to get a tattoo, I really had to think about, okay, what's this tattoo gonna be, because I'm spending a lot of money on this. So I really want to make sure it's right, so I don't get some nonsense. You gotta put some thought into it. When you got money to blow, yo, give me Brandy. We'll put, tattoos on her face and red eyes like she hot. It probably sounded good at the moment, but like the next day he's probably looking like, what the hell was I on? What was I thinking?
The saddest part is it actually does look like her. Like that's recognizable as her, especially by the nose, because he did a really good job on the face.
Did a great job.
Yep.
It's all the other garbage that he put on there that just looks like trash, because he did a really good job on the face, because that's obviously recognizable as her.
Yep.
And faces are hard to tattoo.
Yep.
That's a dope tattoo, because look at the best on Best Friends looks dope though.
Yep. Best friends forever.
I just want to know what's that on the lips. I'm trying to figure, is this supposed to be like a tattoo, a piercing, or what? I don't know.
Is that a chain in her mouth? That's what I'm wondering.
Could be. It might be some inside joke they got with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure he's probably looking at like, I was dumb for this. Like, I'm pretty sure he's looking at it now like, boy, what was I thinking?
I don't know. I bet his mom's freaking out.
The saddest part is I don't think you could clean it up without ruining, because it looks like he did her face first and then added the rest of that to her face, because like I said, the face is really well done. So he had to have done that first.
Right.
Yep.
And then added all this nonsense to it. So I'm wondering if maybe he could get the rest of it like removed and just keep her face.
No, that's a complete cover up.
Yeah, because there's a lot of depth to the face. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you can see the definition in her nose, you can see the definition in her eyes and her eyebrows. That's really well done, and I don't think he can remove the rest of that without messing that up. And I don't like the hair at all.
Yeah. That's kind of weird, because it says he just got back with his wife in June. After filing for divorce on 3 separate occasions, and they're back together again.
But what would you expect from Ray J though? You know what I'm saying? This is what you would expect from Ray J.
I would think he would tribute his wife, just getting back with her a month ago. It's just something must have happened between him and his sister or something. That's just wild. There must be a reason for it.
Well, she was upset with him because the way he performed at the Verses, where he was terrible. And he was like, you know what, you're right. I was wrong. I shouldn't have been drinking. I shouldn't have been, doing the right thing. But
True.
yeah, so
That's right. She said something about you don't listen to your sister.
it was great. She let him have it. He deserved it because he was terrible. We played it on my show. We played the clip of him singing. It was bad. You seen it, right?
That.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the tattoo he got, and much love to him for it. That's a great tattoo artist, though. I gotta say.
Yeah.
like the best and the most horrible at the same time, because while he did an excellent job on the face, the rest of it is like,
what is that?
why would you do that?
For her face, because she's got a pretty face, so he screwed that up.
Maybe it's like you said, because he has money, he went in and he was like, I want you to do a picture of my sister's face. And so they did. He was like, now I want you to add this. And they was like, what? Yeah, like, you know, in street style right here. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like all of that other stuff was an afterthought.
Yeah.
Yep.
He probably had a great picture of Brandy on his legs. Like, you know what? I'm high. I'm high. Let's add to it. Let's have some fun with it.
Give her some red eyes too.
Yeah. That's what it looked like. I mean, hey, like I said, what would you expect from Ray J? Would you expect anything less than something crazy or awkward or something like that? So,
nope.
Well, shout out to Ray J and Brandy. We love them. Love their music. One wish, one wish, one wish.
I love that song. I used to play that all the time.
You used to have one wish?
Yep, back in like 06, I think it was. I had it on I used to listen to Tony Bear on 365 radio. Did you ever play 365.com?
No, I never played it. I never played that.
It was a radio station before they did, you know, Pandora and all that shit. And I would listen to Tony Bear, and he did all the R&B and shit. And I'd listen to that every day at work. It would come on.
One wish, one wish, one. Well, speaking of wishing, jury finds Eric Holder guilty of first-degree murder in 2019 fatal shooting of rapper Nipsey Hussle. So it's just the sentencing now that we're waiting on. So he's going to prison for the murder. Took away
what was his reason to do this? I can't remember. He was mad about something, right? They asked him to leave the store or something?
No. One of the guys who was there said to, you know, Nipsey said to him, like, yo, this is allegedly, he said, yo, they got papers on you saying you snitching. You should take care of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't want people thinking that about you. And allegedly the guy took it as an insult. Like, oh, you said you calling me a snitch? And in certain areas you call somebody a snitch. They either going to fight you or try to take you out. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be known, especially when you in that, you know, in the streets, in the gangs, you're out there banging. You don't want to be known as a snitch because that's gonna come back on you. So,
but that was a warning to him, you know, like, hey, look, if you ain't snitching, you need to take care of this and get, you know, stop this rumor from going around. Why would you kill a man who tried to help you out?
Yep.
Because the dude said he looked high when he was over there, and he was
snitching. That's what it was allegedly.
Yep. That's what I think.
I don't know. I'm not in the streets, so I don't know. So I'm just going off what the reports that I hear and the videos that I see of people who was there. You know, Nipsey was like trying to give him a warning, and he probably took it as an insult. You know how people take you. You try to tell somebody something, they take, oh, what you trying to say? You know, I'm just trying to help you. Oh, you trying to help me? Oh, okay.
Especially if you're not in that right state of mind to be able to receive that information.
All you heard was
snitching.
All he heard was you and snitch, and he just was like, okay, fine, I'll show you, you know, and killed one of the.
No, that sounds like he panicked. Like he knows I'm snitching, and I got to do something. I got to shut him up instead of taking his advice and, you know, getting ahead of it and be like, okay, I can't work with y'all no more or whatever. That seems ridiculous to me. Why would you take out the person who was? But like you said, he just heard you and snitch.
And like I said, people aren't wound too tight, you know, in those certain situations. And you know, I had just started listening to Nipsey music. Victory Lap was a great album, great album. You know, and I just started listening to his music, and when I found out it was like on what day was it? Like a February or March when he got killed, and I was like, damn, you know, it sucks, man. You know, he was trying to. He had bought that whole block and had the stores, and he's doing things for the community and giving back and doing all types of good. And all it takes is one idiot, man. That's all it takes sometimes.
Yep.
Somebody jealous and they want to, you know, prove themselves for what? For what? You know, now you're in prison for the rest of you about to be in prison for the rest of your life.
I wonder if he regrets it.
Huh?
I wonder if he regrets it, or if he's like, yeah, I did that.
I don't know. He got beat up in jail. He couldn't show up to one day in court because he got beat up. Let me see if I can find that picture.
Dang, really? Probably people that really like Nipsey.
Yeah, they swelled him up. So.
Hey.
Oh yeah, they popped him good.
Man.
That look like fists though. That don't look like they used nothing to hurt him.
Well, it was in. He was probably just, you know, on the yard.
Yep. You always got to watch your back.
Well, no, he's probably still in the county. So, well, I mean, it's L.A., so the L.A. County jail is probably just as tough as prison. So,
probably.
I don't know. I'm not trying to find out either way. So,
I agree with you on that one. It probably is. Didn't I hear somewhere that it's like segregated? Like they put blacks with blacks and Hispanics and whites and.
Well, it's all prison because.
But I'm talking about county jail. County jail is not usually like that.
Yeah, they have, because the gang culture in LA is so deep. You just can't put, you know, anybody with anybody because you're gonna start a riot in there.
Okay.
You know, you can't have the Crips too close to the Bloods. I don't know. I'm just talking out my ass. I don't truly know, but you can't have the Mexicans too close to the blacks because, you know, they gon', you know, it don't take much for them to get started, or have the Aryan Nation too close to the Mexicans, and you know that's gonna really jump off. So. They got to keep everybody pretty segregated in there. It's like the pictures also always disgusting. It's just a bunch of bunk beds and nah. I'm good.
Right.
I am good.
I don't understand how people get into the mindset of being okay with living in that kind of environment. Because some people do get to the mindset where it's easier for them to be in prison than it is for them to be out.
Yep.
I have way too many comfort things that I need to be in prison.
Yep.
It's all about how you grow up. Some people never had structure at all in their life, and that structure is like, oh, they need that structure. You know, somebody bringing you lunch and dinner, and you know, go nighttime, go to bed, nigga. You know what I'm saying, that type of thing. And so it's the structure that they need.
And I'm the type of.
Go ahead.
I'm the type of person to be like, this is not filet mignon. What is happening? So
bring me something else.
Exactly.
I mean, it's weird because when I did that time in the county, it's like you have to adjust yourself to being in there. You can't think about outside because you're just gonna drive yourself crazy. You got to adjust it. Like, okay, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I gotta do this little time, and I'll be out of here. And like the food is terrible. There's no way to sugarcoat it, you know, especially in the county. They bring everything on these big ass trays, and you got to eat everything with a spoon. And all you get is milk, not even chocolate, just regular milk with your meals. So,
do they not put any salt on it?
They give you one little salt packet, one little pepper packet.
Oh,
you got to make it work.
Wow.
And they give you a cake, but the cake's upside down in the tray with the icing down because, you know, they can't have it up because it's gonna get caught on the other tray.
Oh, that's true. Wow.
Terrible.
That's the only thing about that whole scenario that he said that even appealed to me, because I don't like cake frosting. So you can put cake frosting down all day.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an adjustment, you know. And the weird thing about when I was in the county is that everybody liked to watch the news. So at 6 o'clock, everybody get on TVs and everybody's watching the news. And every story they talked about, the person was like probably sitting like two or three away from you. Like such and such has court today for, you know, killing his family. And they show the picture, you're like,
oh wow.
Oh, he's right there. Such and such had court today for armed robbery. Oh, he's over there. Okay.
Yeah.
That would creep me out.
I mean, the guy. There was a guy in there who I told the story before. He had killed his entire family, drowned him in the lake because he said God told him to do it, but he later realized it was the devil. But it was too late. He was in prison, and they kept him so medicated. His eyes were like just glassed over, and they kept him so medicated to not go crazy in there. And he knew he was going to prison, so he was doing push-ups, so he was extra strong, and he it was a weird place to be. Like, I've done it once, and I'll never do it again. I'm good.
Yeah, that is scary. That'd be scary to see all the people that you hear stories about. Like, you're now associating with them every day.
Yeah, you're playing cards with them.
Right.
Playing dominoes with a murderer.
Knowing
the guy
snap at any moment.
Yeah, no.
I mean, he was cool with me. I didn't have no problem with him. I always picked him for basketball. He was good at volleyball, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah?
Well, speaking about doing time in jail, Brittney Griner. Brittney Griner is still in jail in Russia. She's like reaching like 150, 130, it's like over 130 days in prison, jail in Russia, which mine was be prison. She actually pled guilty to the charge, but they still have to read her case over and go through her files, which is trash.
Okay, I'm not clear on what she's like on being held on drug possession charges, right?
Yes.
What drug?
She had a vape pen with hash oil.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said she's like was distributing it or something.
Yeah, it was bogus charges.
And then the poor girl had to fucking plead guilty.
She pled guilty to it, but they still holding her in there because and they said there's allegedly a plot where they're saying that they would trade her for some prisoners that we have here in the U.S. and one's like an arms dealer. They said if we release him, they'll release Brittney right away, which is not a good deal.
Yeah, it's not something that's like an equal deal.
But I think they kind of feel like maybe they have us over a barrel because they have one of our citizens, and we are funding the Ukraine, so they want to get one of their top tier people back.
Yeah, we still funding Ukraine for some reason.
Don't get me started. I'm just gonna let that go.
And I feel for her bad because, she probably had it in her bag, forgot it was in there, going through the airport, and they found it and they arrested her. She probably thinking like, y'all finna be in and out for this little thing, but not realizing that these other countries don't give a fuck about you. They probably don't like her because she's over there, playing basketball. I mean, they probably just don't like her just for not liking her.
But then I heard people are on like ESPN IG saying, leave her there. She didn't like this country anyway. And I was like, really? Will told me that he was reading it and people are saying those things. I never even knew they would say that.
Because she was one of the people kneeling for the national anthem. So if you do that, you automatically hate America. That type of thing.
Huh. Wow.
It sucks. I mean,
what's she looking at? 10 years or some shit?
It was something crazy. It's something crazy like 10 years for this. For a
and
vape
pen.
pen.
Handcuffed like an animal. Like she's really going to do something.
That's why when you go travel abroad, don't mess around. Don't think I'm going to sneak this in because you're not. You're not. I mean, you could possibly get through it, get a slap on the wrist here in the U.S., but other countries, their systems are a lot different. You really don't want to go to prison. You really don't want to go to their jails. Unless you in like, what place has nice jails? Like New Zealand or something like that, where they like...
Sweden and Finland, I think. Yeah,
where they want you to rehab, and they got, comfy beds and treat you with respect, unlike here, but I'm pretty sure Russia is nothing like that. So
absolutely not.
I'm pretty sure she's already gotten to a fight or closely gotten to a fight with somebody in there,
But she doesn't look malnourished. She doesn't look abused in any way. So it's not like, it doesn't seem like she's being like attacked by the guards like could possibly happen in an American prison.
Yeah.
I'm talking about other prisoners.
No, but it doesn't look like she's being attacked by them either. And it doesn't look like, I don't know how much she weighed before she got there, but she doesn't look unhealthy. It doesn't look like she's not being fed. It doesn't look like they're mistreating her simply because she's an American citizen. If anything, she's being treated the way the rest of the prisoners are being treated. That's what I get from looking at this picture. And that's a good thing, is that just because you're an American doesn't mean you should be treated less than the regular prisoners. Now, if they're not treating the regular prisoners okay, then that's a different story. But I don't see any bruises on her. I mean, her hair looks good. And is this like the day she was arrested, or?
Let me check, because this might be a older picture. But you know, let me see if I can find her. Like the picture I used on the thumbnail was recent. I think that was like the most recent one. There's a bunch of pictures of her. And there's always some, you know, her being, you know, it sucks. I mean, she's in prison. I mean, there's no nice way to sugarcoat it. It's like you're locked up for a long time. It's like, it's got to be infuriating. Like, you want to go home. I just want to go home.
I'm sure she does, but again, she doesn't look malnourished. I mean, her hair looks a little worse for the wear, but whose isn't gonna look that way in prison?
Yeah, she's in well, she got the locks, so that having locks helps a lot. Trust me.
I don't know.
Yeah, here goes one of those, you know, hater comments about Brittney Griner. Requirements to help Brittney Griner: recording herself proudly waving a flag of her country, the United States. Video herself singing the national anthem of the United States with respect that it entails. None of these leave her to get old. Like, you know, what type of bullshit? You know, people just hate to hate. I should leave a comment on this shit. That's what I say. And of course, they got MAGA in their you know, Donald Trump in their profile.
Tell them we will apologize. We will request this of her as soon as you apologize to all Native Americans.
No.
Don't put that on my feed, please. I can't stand the smoke. But that it just infuriates me because. Okay,
no, go ahead.
I'm not gonna go off on that tangent because it infuriates me because they want to rewrite history and, you know, say, oh, this country is so great, this country is not. They are now trying to change slavery to
servitude.
No, to involuntary relocation. That means I didn't want to go where you was trying to take me and you took me anyway. That's at least kidnapping, right? That's still a crime. But yeah, they just rewrite history and moving on.
Free Brittney Griner. I hope she get out of there safe and sound, come back home. And all is because the WNBA doesn't pay her enough, so she goes to Russia to play basketball in the off season she makes like twice as much over there playing basketball as she does in the US, which is crazy.
That's incredible. That's sad that the WNBA has to have a lot of money. They have to. They have to have more than they're paying these girls.
I mean, you would think the WNBA would get a lot more support than it does, which shocks me. It should get a lot more support.
What's she make a year in the WNBA? Like 50 grand or something?
Probably less than that. Let me check.
God.
Well, she's like one of the top players, so she gets the highest amount, but it still isn't.
That's insane. That you're forced to go to another country. That's weird that they would pay more over there because I guess basketball is big everywhere. pretty much.
And it seems like they're not quite as sexist over there as
Right.
because a lot of people would not invest in the WNBA because they said, it's not gonna last.
Right.
Brittney Griner makes $225,000 a year playing for the WNBA.
Wow. So I wonder what she makes overseas. It's got to be double that. Probably.
That is crazy.
Jeez. That's not a lot. It's a lot, but it's not a lot.
Not compared to her male counterparts.
She is making $1 million in Russia playing basketball. So it makes sense that she was going over there. Well, they appreciate, women's basketball a lot better than the U.S. I mean, how is Russia able to pay her $1 million, but the U.S. only can pay her $225,000? That makes no sense. Like, what is they doing more? What are they doing more over there than what we doing?
Yep. They don't even have. I mean, I wonder what Russian basketball teams. How many there are?
I think women's sports in Europe.
Oh, maybe. Women's sports, he said he thinks is more embraced over there in Europe than it is here.
Yeah. Okay, you know what that means? Women, if you're listening, go support WNBA teams. Stream it, watch it, go to games, buy jerseys, buy the hoodies, buy the basketballs, all that good stuff. Get your girls involved in basketball, support them, all that. That's the only thing I can tell you.
Yep.
225,000?
Yeah.
There's dentists that make that much.
Way more than that. And chiropractors just blow that right out of the water.
Yo. What kind of TV deal do they have?
Right?
Like,
Good God.
where's the money?
What's the purpose of even playing for United States then?
I don't know. That is crazy.
I mean, except the extra cash, sure, but
The WNBA receives $25 million per year from ESPN for broadcasting.
To who? I've never seen. I never know when those games are coming on. I never see when the season starts, when games are announced. I don't see any of that. But everything male is always constantly on my TV. Basketball starts this. You tune into that. Tune into this.
I think if they made a bigger push for people to watch it, I think it would be watched. Like, I think their marketing sucks.
Yeah, it has to.
It starts with their marketing.
That's probably where the money is being pulled from and put in their pocket. It's like, man, we don't need to market this. Just,
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, they play during the summer, so the league is like going on like right now, when everybody's outside and not trying to be inside watching TV in the first place. So that plays a part. And it's only like 30 games.
Wow.
So
Wow.
they need to do better with the league. Put it in a different season.
Yep. They really play in the summer? Who's gonna watch that? But I guess they don't want to compete with TV time for any other sport.
if they told me when it was on, I would watch.
Yeah.
I don't know when it's on. So what am
Me
I supposed to
neither.
sit at home and channel surf all day long trying to figure out when to watch this?
Yeah, they don't.
It's
Tell
on
me
right,
when it's on.
It's on right now.
What
Right
channel?
now
Right now it's on.
on TV.
Yep. If you go to
Okay.
ESPN or ESPN2, it's probably on one of those channels.
Oh, so that's the
Wow.
problem. I'm not gonna go to ESPN
And I
Oh,
don't
see,
even
that's
have that. I don't even have ESPN2.
unless you tell me that this is on ESPN. I'm never gonna go to that channel.
Right.
If you tell me WNBA is on this channel and I want to support the WNBA, I will go to that channel at that time. But if I don't hear it or I don't see it, I get ESPN and Hulu and Disney Plus and all that. I don't never see WNBA. If they
Right.
told me when it was on, I'd tune into that channel. I'd
They could
find
commercials
ESPN.
over there. Yeah.
Like I said, like you said, the marketing sucks.
Yep.
Some leagues don't know how to market themselves.
I think it's what it boils down to is the marketing.
Like I tell people in rugby, rugby is exciting as hell, but they have no market. They don't know how to market in the U.S.
Wow. That's
you
funny
watch-
that you say that. I've never even seen a commercial for any rugby games.
If you watch rugby sevens play, it's fast, it's hard hitting, it's everything. But they don't market it. They don't know how to market it.
Is that the team that does the thing where they put their arms around each other and push? Yeah, they say our football is for sissies.
But
that's why they don't market it here, because it would compete with American football.
There's enough to go around, though. There's enough.
American football doesn't believe that. The NFL does not believe that. So they do everything they can to lock them out. That's just like cricket. I would never watch cricket. I watched it once and I think I lost several brain cells. But it's worldwide, it's very popular. So some of those people do live here. But
like when I was talking
with baseball.
When I was talking with Nia Tapper, who's an Olympic rugby player, I was telling her, like, y'all need to start at the kids at the youth level and get them to play touch rugby. Then in high school, talk to the guy on the basketball team who's 5'6". I'm like, look, you're 5'6". You're not gonna go far in basketball. Come try this. Talk to the guy on the bench in football. Look, you're 5'4". What are you gonna play? Come play rugby. You know, there's ways to reach people.
I had no idea women play rugby. I'm looking it up right now on YouTube. I had no idea.
I didn't either until he did that interview. I actually watched that. That was a good interview.
Wow.
Yeah, they play hard. They go after it. Like,
do they get hurt too, the women, or is it any more delicate or no?
No, it's not delicate at all. There's nothing delicate about women's rugby. It's hardcore.
Wow, I seen a girl in the little picture for the video with her face bleeding. So I guess you're right.
They don't hold back at all.
Ooh, she's got blood coming from her nose and her eye. It's called The Vicious Side of Women's Rugby on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we're not delicate little flowers that need to be saved. So pack that train up.
Yeah, they don't wear pads either. What the fuck?
Do you play?
No, I don't. But I don't have no. But see, I'm not one of these women that say you shouldn't do that because you're a girl. You shouldn't do this because you're a girl. And a lot of people, that's why they say that. You know, you shouldn't do this because you're a girl. And they teach women to be weak and pathetic.
Yeah.
I can say that. I can say that because I am a girl from a programming world. And they don't like us there. They don't like us in the gaming space. They don't like us in the programming space. So it's not as rough as rugby because we don't get beat up on the field, but we get beat up emotionally.
Well, game is full of incels, so you know that's what you deal with.
And I check them every day. But yeah, it's just that people don't want to accept that women can do things outside of cooking, cleaning, baking, and raising babies.
Yep.
That's what they don't want to accept. They don't want us working on cars. They don't want us programming computers. They don't want us in the gaming world. They don't want us being marathon runners. They don't want us doing a whole lot of stuff that we can do. And it's ridiculous. It's sad, pathetic, and get over yourself.
Tell us how you really feel. Keep going.
Well, hell.
Sorry.
I like it.
It was supposed to stay up here.
Well, speaking of women, California has ended arrest for loitering for prostitution. So prostitution is pretty much been legalized in street walking terms for California.
Wow.
Go ahead.
But they said when I was reading it that that's not what it means. That he said they would have to find some delicate way to have this work because they're not saying it's not illegal. When I was reading it, I was like, okay, so what the fuck does this mean?
Thank you. That was my question.
Basically, what they're saying is they're not going to be stressing and trying to put all this manpower to stop prostitution because it hasn't stopped anything.
Oh.
It comes to a point where, like, look, like you would think the war on drugs has stopped because they haven't stopped shit, but it's like they feel like the war on prostitution has done nothing.
Are they saying we're not going to keep hauling all these women to jail?
Yeah, that's basically what they're saying. Go ahead. Well, you have to just talk.
The war on drugs will stop when the elite stop using drugs. The war on prostitution will stop when the elite stop using prostitutes. Why are we acting like that's not the truth? Because remember, they arrest the prostitute or the sex worker. Let me say it correctly. Not the John. He is the one who performed the illegal act by asking for sex for money. That's the illegal act. By him asking. But they don't arrest him. Why? Because them up there keep asking. So
that's a way to think about it. Yep.
No, they arrest the men sometimes. There's been people. There was a football player who got arrested before the Super Bowl the night before because he was out looking for a prostitute trying to get $5 for head. I can't remember his name. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Why didn't he just use the escort?
Do.
No, it's the night before Super Bowl. Go jack off. I'm sorry.
Right.
Control yourself.
Right.
Control yourself.
Control yourself. But if you absolutely can't, you should have used an escort.
Hold on, I'll look it up. Arrested.
That's insane. These people just don't use their head. He probably should have.
Well, he was trying to. Sorry.
Eugene Robinson.
Who?
Eugene Robinson arrested the night before Super Bowl trying to get head for $5.
Woo! That was his first problem. I think that just pissed off somebody enough.
I'm sorry. It's $40. I'm sorry. It's $40.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That didn't make it any better. And if this wasn't a brand new computer, I would like spit that right on my computer. But
yep, he approached the undercover officer for $4 for oral sex in Miami. And okay, if I'm an NFL player, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of groupies around.
Yep.
You can be like, hey, you, come here. You know what I'm saying? Why are you? But some guys just like that. They like that thrill of going to get paying somebody for the action and keep quiet afterward.
They just like strange.
He banked on maybe that person not knowing who he was. So
look, if you're out driving the car alone, willing to pay $40 for head, you don't care if they know who you are or not.
Right.
Really, you that's a new low, I think. Well, no, $5 was the new low, but that's still kind of sketch. I mean, so like, what are you driving from corner to corner to corner, going, how much are you? How much are you?
No,
how much?
I mean, certain areas to go to. If you do that stuff, you know where to find them.
Plus, I thought they have a curfew because they keep you in the hotel and they have people on each level of the floors to make sure you don't leave. So,
well,
wow, really?
Yeah, they do.
That's how immature these people are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got a bunch of guys, millionaires in a hotel room. They're going
the day before the big game, and you got to watch them like they're 2-year-olds. No,
they do. They have security. They won't let anybody on the floor. They won't let them off the floor. They won't let any girls onto the floor. I know.
Yeah, that is not helping their cause any.
It happens.
No, because some guys need that. They want to get that. They want to start it. Okay, when I was in high school, we used to go out before games and do certain illegal activities. Fight and stuff to get amped up, to get that blood pumping. Like, yo, we got a game. Let's get hype. But so some guys like to go to the strip club. Some guys like to go get some strange, like you just said, and you know what I'm saying. And these are high level athletes. You know what I'm saying? They got
I don't care.
a
That
drilling
sounds
junkie.
stupid.
It is stupid. I mean, they're 20. They're in their 20s.
I don't care how old you are. That is stupid. Everything's on the line, and you're gonna risk it for a piece of.
That's not on the line. It's the game.
Poontang on the quarter.
It's
for
the game's tomorrow.
The
game's tomorrow.
Okay. Marcy, I'm gonna be quiet, even though you're agreeing with me because
It's true though. They're insane.
Thank you.
They are insane. I'm agreeing with you. I'm just telling you that you got a bunch of 20-year-olds.
Yep.
In Miami of all places. They want to get out. They want to have a good time before the game.
True, and they don't want to be told they can't, I guess.
Yeah. The game's at night. You be fine. They're trained athletes. They know how their body works. They know what how much sleep they need.
Yep. I guess.
And it never works out. Somebody always gets sick, or somebody always messes up during the big game because his head was cloudy because he couldn't focus for 5 dang on minutes.
No, not like it. No, they just lose. They're in tune. Sometimes you're just better than you. People make mistakes, but people make mistakes whether they get arrested or not. Because I can tell you,
I agree with that. I've seen that happen, but
there's been some game nights where I should have been home. Like, yo, why am I out this late? I need to go home. There was a game. It was on a Sunday. Like, it was on a Sunday for some reason. I can't remember what it was. And it was like 90 degrees because we played during the spring and summer. And I was out the night before. And, I had that. I need to do something before the game. And, I got the right text. It's like, well, let's do it. I'm like, shit, I'm there. And I didn't prepare myself. I didn't drink enough water the night before. I got enough sleep. I didn't drink enough water. And at halftime, I was done. It was so hot, the humidity. And I was like, yo, coach, I can't. We was already up by like 20 or 30 points. I was like, yo, coach, I can't do it. I got to sit down. I'm pass out. I am exhausted out here.
At what point do you learn that you have a responsibility to others?
I made it there and I played. We was winning.
No, you made it there, but you were impaired when you got there.
I wasn't.
That's
impaired.
not being responsible. Yes, you were. You didn't drink enough water. Remember what you just said. So when do you learn that you have a responsibility to others? When does that kick in for men? I just have a question.
I didn't miss a play. When I played. I made all my blocks, made all my great right reads and everything. But he was too much, and I was exhausted. And I had to sit down. We was up by 30. Me playing more or do anything, it made no difference in that game. That game was done.
Yeah, but you were unable to meet your responsibility.
No, my responsibility was done.
No, your responsibility was to play the entire game.
No, it's not. The game is over. The game was over. We up by 30. We're not losing.
I'm done.
Yeah, be done because the game is over. If that game was tied, I would have played that entire game. That game was over at halftime. I'm sitting down. If we was losing and need to come back, I would have played that entire game and sucked it up for the team. But the fact that we were up by 30, I'm sitting down.
That's a long time.
But you would not have been at your full capacity because, like you said, you didn't drink enough water.
Listen, I would have been at 70%, but I still would have got my job done.
Okay.
That's it. Hey. If they needed me, I would have been there. But we was up and it was over. I need to sit down.
Yeah, right.
So
sorry, Marcy.
If you're in California, they're not gonna press you if you want to go spend that $40 and get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. They ain't gonna.
It should be legal anyway. I mean, there should be ways to make it legal where they don't have to stress anybody out about it.
True. Well, it's about that time.
It's about that time because you are Marcy Diamond. You can find her on Twitter at Marcy Diamond 2. Why is it 2? Because it's her second Twitter. They banned the first one. You can also look at her TikTok at Marcy Diamond. Help her stop getting shadow banned like me. Follow her. Share her videos. Also check out her website, www.pog.life. I am Mixx. You can find me on Twitter at Roz_Mixx. Also, my TikTok is the same, Roz_Mixx. Find me on YouTube at Mixx. Subscribe. My channel's been blowing up, so be a part of it. And we have Kinshok. You can follow her on Twitter at Kinshok29. Follow her. Let her know that you're a fan. You enjoy her conversation. You enjoy everything she brings to the table, and you love her. And that's about her feet. All right. Any last words before you shut it down?
Yes, I do have a last word. Have you gotten people to ask you about your feet yet?
No, I have not, but I have got gamer moms that want to take their tops off.
Oh.
I apologize if I got too mouthy that last segment, but my apologies, Marcy.
Oh, for what?
It's your show, and I was
girl, I don't care.
Running off.
Oh, I don't care. That's what we love that.
But if anybody wants to ask me about my feet, go ahead. Ask me about my feet. They're
Not
small.
You're gonna show them, but hey.
Hey, Twitter, Kinshok29. There you go. Ask about them. All right, thank everybody for watching. Make sure y'all keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep all that good stuff. We love y'all. If you somebody just popped in, make sure you go back and watch the beginning and watch it all over again.
Yeah, watch it all over.
We love y'all. Thanks for supporting. See y'all next week.